My name is Dr. Edda Fields-Black. I'm an associate professor at Carnegie Mellon University in the Department of History. I am executive producer and librettist for Unburied, Unmourned, Unmarked, Requiem for Rice.
And I am John Wineglass, composer, film, TV, and concert hall music for Unburied, Unmourned, and Unmarked.
We formed an unusual collaboration of an historian with a classical music composer to create a performance piece about slavery in the South Carolina and Georgia Low Country and the technology of the enslaved.
And as the composer, I've developed three movements, and the first movement is on the middle passage, using Dr. Edda's research. It's basically from the shores of West Africa, making its way to South Carolina and the shores of South Carolina and Georgia. And then I go into the tones of the rice fields, the sounds of the rice fields. And then the last movement is a lament for the lost souls. Now, this is three movements of a projected six-movement work.
For audience members from South by Southwest, from this panel, you will take away how to take history off of the shelf and put it on stage and present it in a new way to new audiences. How do you make something beautiful out of what is a painful history? And how do you teach it to people who may not read a book and may not necessarily want to hear the story? And lastly, how to create a genre where people who've been oppressed, people of all colors and shapes and sizes and nationalities and orientations and genders, how can we create genres in which we are telling our own stories and talking about our contributions, talking about, yes, our suffering and sacrifices, but also talking about our gifts to the world.